In this video, I'm going to share with you the top 5 things to do right now to build lean muscle and get tone. No matter if you're someone who's trying to lose a bunch of weight and body fat, or if you're someone who is super skinny, don't really have a lot of muscle, and just have a lot more body fat than they should. Someone who's more so skinny fat. So, first thing is to progressive weight train 3 to 4 days per week. So, what do I mean by that? That means to get in the gym, hit the weights at least 3 to 4 days out of your week so you can focus on building muscle and getting a lot stronger. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see when people make when they try to focus on getting toned, getting lean, kind of getting a physique that they feel super confident in, is they neglect strength training or they don't push themselves in the gym, right? They kind of focus either a lot on doing a bunch of cardio, or they go to the gym and kind of just walk around, don't really have a game plan set, and they don't push themselves. They kind of just lollygag, right? And why that's a big mistake is, number one, if you're doing a bunch of cardio and you're neglecting the weights, you are going to burn a lot more muscle along with the calories, which is going to give you that skinny fat look if you're someone who's trying to put on a bunch of muscle, or if you're someone who's overweight and need to lose a bunch of body fat, you're kind of going to have a lot more loose skin after you lose that weight, because cardio will help you do that. Cardio will help you lose fat and weight, but at the same time, along with those calories, you're also going to be burning muscle a lot too if you're not doing what it takes to keep the muscle that you do have and continuously build more. So how can you progressive strength train at least 3 to 4 days a week? I would recommend doing like a push pull leg split. You can do, again, focus on chest and shoulders one day, back and buys one day, and then you could also focus on legs day. And then fourth day you could do a total body if you want to, but you don't need to train more than 3 to 4 times per week, no more than 30, 35, or even maybe 40, 45 minutes per session. And on top of that, you want to make sure that you're pushing yourself week in and week out. So if you're someone who's, again, the weights are pretty easy for where you're at, you want to make sure that you're pushing your weight and going up in the weight that you're pushing. So again, if you're stuck at like 45s, on a chest press, and they're pretty easy for 10 reps, try to go up to 47.5, or try to go up to maybe 50 pounds, right? And get that last 2 to 3 reps to where you're struggling, because that's where your muscle growth is really going to come from, guys, is when you continuously push yourself week in and week out. And that's how you progressive overload. That's how you progressive weight train to get the muscle you want and also get that toned physique. And if you don't continuously push yourself and, progress, your body's not going to adjust and grow, right? So don't focus on all these high reps, low weight. You want to still take heavy weight, push it for as many reps as you can. And again, if you can't go up, stay at the weight that you're at, focus on range of motion. But again, 3 to 4 sessions of pushing yourself per week will help you build more lean muscle and get tone. Number 2 is to focus on sleeping 7 to 9 hours per night. Guys, no matter what, sleep is the cornerstone of everything you will do when it comes to reaching your health and fitness goals, fat loss, or even just building muscle or getting tone overall. If you don't get good sleep, no matter what you do with your nutrition or your fitness, you will always be stuck in a plateau or continuously hit plateaus and not get the results that you want, right? And that's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make in today's world, but also just in the world of sports as a whole. Like, if you're someone who's grinding in your career, you're running unlimited time, you feel like you have to sacrifice something, and the first thing you sacrifice is sleep. I definitely was there and made that mistake last time I worked in sports, just because I was grinding and something had to give and I wanted to chase success and perfection. So I gave up my sleep. And that was one of the biggest downfalls, is because, again, when you don't get sleep, your body can't recover, your body can't attend to its natural cycle. And on top of that, when it comes to building lean muscle, that is where your body builds the lean muscle, is while you're at rest. You tear your muscles apart in the gym. Gains are made in the gym, like they say, but the gains are actually made while you sleep, because that's where your muscles recover and come back bigger, stronger, and obviously the muscle fibers are a lot longer, which gives you that muscle growth that you're looking for. So if you're not getting good sleep, your body can't do something called protein synthesis, and it can't recover properly, which is going to, again, keep you in that plateau state. And it's going to also, you're going to be in a place where you're going to be able to get a lot more injuries, because, again, it doesn't have the time to recover. So you want to do 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. If you're someone who struggles with getting sleep, take things like magnesium, tryptophan, glycine, drink some, hot tea to maybe calm yourself down before you go to bed, blackout shades just so it's dark in your room, or keep the room at a cool temperature so your body's not overheating. Those are all some tips that I use, my clients use, and they've been super effective when it comes to getting more sleep. So highly recommend doing those things, and also not being on your phone for too long before you go to bed because of the blue light. And if you are, just make sure you get blue light glasses, so that way your body doesn't absorb the blue light, so that way it can continuously produce melatonin. That's going to help you go to sleep. Number 3 is to take creatine every single day. Creatine is super important for not only just muscle growth as a whole, but overall strength when it comes to you pushing weight in the gym. And it just comes to your muscles being full and being a lot jacked, and kind of give you that toned look that you're looking for and desire, right? Because what creatine does is, again, it not only helps with strength and also muscle recovery and growth, but it also retains water in your muscles, because your muscles need a lot of water. They're made out, I believe it's like 96% water, or like 80%, something like that, 80 to 90% water. And when, again, it does give you that water retention in your muscles, it gives you that more cut, that more lean look that you're looking for, because your muscles are now hydrated. When you are dehydrated, your muscles look a lot softer. They look a lot, again, like that skinny fat, where you look like you don't really have a lot of muscle, or you look very weak. That's because, again, when you don't have a lot of, your muscles are not hydrated, they're not going to give you that pumped up look. And that's what creatine is going to help you with, along with all the other benefits I just mentioned. So you want to make sure you're taking creatine every day, because it's just going to help you accelerate your muscle growth goals as well, but also your fat loss goal, because the more muscle you do have, the more body fat your body's going to let go naturally, just because of the ratio system, and help speed up your metabolism. And again, that's another mistake I see people make, is they don't get enough creatine or don't take the supplement daily. Also, you can get it through your regular eating your red meats like steak and ground beef. But obviously, again, I always recommend the supplement. Just take it 5 grams a day, swig it back with some water, or in your protein shake. That's kind of what I do, and that's kind of worked for me. Number 4 is to make sure to eat 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily, right? So what does that look like? Say if you're 200 pounds, if you are 200 pounds, you want to eat anywhere between 160 to 200 grams of protein per day based off of that metric, right? And what this protein is going to help you do, guys, is to make sure you maintain the muscle mass that you already do have, but also allow your body to continuously build more over time, because muscle growth is a long process. It does take a long time. So you want to make sure you're maintaining the muscle mass you do have, and then that's going to set a great foundation for you to build on top of that. And that's the biggest mistake I see a lot of people in the world of sports make. I've made that same mistake myself, and just people in general, is because they neglect eating enough protein daily. That's going to help them build lean muscle and get that tone physique that they want, right? And it's obviously because, if you're working around the clock, you don't really have enough time, or you're maybe unsure of what to eat. Protein intake is going to be another core principle of you building lean muscle and getting tone. Because, guys, getting tone at the end of the day is just, it's another term used for being lean and having more muscle mass than you do body fat. You have like a more of an athletic build physique. You're cut. You don't need maybe all the 6-pack, 8-pack in the world, but again, you clearly have definition when it comes to that. And how you get that is building more muscle and having limited amounts of body fat on you, right? And a healthy body fat. I always say, 10 to 15% for guys, 15 to 20 at the max, I would say. And then for, girls, anywhere from like 17 to 22, 22 to like 28, 29%, right? But again, you want to make sure you're getting your protein intake high daily, because it's not only going to help you, again, just building muscle, but it's going to help you shed fat as well and preserve the muscle mass that you do have. And lastly, number 5 is to make sure you drink at least half of your body weight in ounces of water daily. So what does that look like? Again, say if you're 200 pounds, you want to make sure you're getting at least 100 ounces of water per day. If you're 150, you want to make sure you're getting at least 75 ounces of water daily. And again, that's another big mistake I see people make, is that they maybe drink a lot of coffee throughout their day, so it naturally, suppresses their hunger. They don't really want to drink a lot of water, and that's totally normal in the world of sports. But you got to make sure you're hydrating your body, because your body is made up of 60 to like 70% of water. And if you're not hydrating your body, not only is your cognitive production going to be down, your cognitive function, just how your energy, you're also, again, it's going to affect your muscle growth, because your muscles are majority made up of water. And again, it's not going to give you that full, lean muscle tone physique that you're looking for, especially when your muscles are dehydrated. Think of like a deflated, balloon. When a balloon is inflated, it looks pumped up. it's big. You can see the clear shape of the balloon, but when it's deflated, if you pop a hole in it, obviously it looks very wrinkly, very like deflated again, and it doesn't look good, right? It looks like it's dying, right? And that's kind of the same concept you got to look at when it comes to when you're not drinking water, your muscles are not hydrated, you're not going to get that full lean physique look, and you're going to be more flat, and you're going to have less definition because your muscles need water. So you want to make sure you're drinking at least a gallon of water per day. Gallon of water per day if you're, I would say for most guys, but again, on the simple side for most people, if you're just getting started, at least half of your body weight in ounces of water per day. So guys, those were the top 5 things you can do right now to, again, build lean muscle, get toned physique, and just accelerate your results all together. And I hope this was super helpful for you. And if you're someone who's maybe struggling out there, maybe you want a personalized approach to achieving your goals, whether it's to lose 15, 30, plus pounds of fat, or, you're starting on the skinny fat side and you want to put on muscle and have lean toned physique and be a lot stronger, make sure to click the link in the description below and book a free call. We can hop on a quick call, kind of talk about where you're at in your journey, what are your goals, and what are those obstacles that are maybe holding you back, so we can create a personalized approach to get you to your ultimate destination, if it makes sense, if it's a fit, and if you're someone who you would want me to be your coach. And as always, family, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays. And as always, I'll talk to you soon. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get notified when I drop content in the coming weeks and the coming months. And have a great day. Peace.